What is malware? Welcome back to Suit Up and Hack. In this video, we're actually going to dive in to the question of what is malware, how it's made. We're going to even statically analyze it. So sit back, enjoy, and enjoy the show. Welcome back, everyone. Have you ever wondered how malware actually gets onto your computer? Sometimes it just starts with a surprisingly simple but clever piece of code that we're going to dive into in this video. What you see on your screen is a JavaScript file, but it's not JavaScript for any website. This is a classic example of a malware dropper. Its one and only job is to sneak dangerous program onto your computer and run it without you ever knowing. We're going to break down exactly how this code works step by step, so let's dive in. The first thing the script does is it gets access to your computer's file system using Windows feature called ActiveX Object. It gives itself the power to create and write files. And we see this highlighted in Visual Studio. Then it creates a unique file name in your temporary folder and cleverly changes the file extension from .temp to .exe, the extension for any executable program. So right now, it's just an empty file, a ghost on your system, waiting for its payload. Now the payload, the main event. Look at this massive wall of text. It's just not some random set of characters, a blob of text. It's not just random garbage. It's actually a complete Windows program. Actually, the entire piece of malware. In this particular malware is ransomware that has been encoded into text using Base64. It's a classic trick to hide an executable file in plain sight. You can even see a signature of an exe file right at the start here. We see this capital TV, lowercase q, uppercase q. In Base64, that's actually just representing MZ, the magic number for every Windows program. So how does this script turn this blob of text back into a program? Well, everything is done right above it. It's a little bit of a clever trick with Microsoft XML objects. By telling the object that it is text Base64, it decodes that back into its original binary form automatically with this bin.base64. So we have our doc element.datatype of binary Base64, and here's the text of the binary. And so it acts as a decoder. And so with the malware finally decoded, the script is then going to simply write these binary contents into that empty .exe file it created earlier. The dropper has successfully done its job. It has went into your file system, created an exe file, taken Base64 ransomware program, wrote that in. Now the most final and most dangerous step, the script creates one last object. a wscript.shell which can run programs on your computer. This calls the run command on the malware that it just created in your temporary path. And see that little 0 at the end? That's the most sinister part of all. It's an instruction to run the program in a hidden window. You won't see a pop-up, a screen flash, or anything in your taskbar. The malware is now running silently in the background, and this dropper's job is done. In the next video, I'm going to dive in to this Base64 malware. We're going to decode it. We're going to take a look at how this ransomware actually works by statically analyzing it. We're going to reverse engineer it, dive into it, and see how it works. So please hit that like and subscribe button so you can be alerted when the next video drops. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next video.